I've been the wild rover for many's the year, and I spent all me money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold and great store, and I swear I'll play the wild rover no more. So it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. Top of the afternoon to you lads, lasses, and NBSs. It is I, Big Al, once again, and it's time for another episode of Al-Nebriation, and this time it's a special episode because today is St. Paddy's Day. One of the biggest holidays to get drunk on, and how perfect for this episode. St. Patrick's Day is, of course, the day where we celebrate the time St. Patrick drove all the snakes away from Ireland. And we celebrate by drinking chitty sheep green beer, gorging ourselves on corned beef, and pretending to be Irish. What any of this has to do with an old man and a stick telling snakes to fuck off his island, I have no idea. Anyway, as you can see, I'm wearing green. I got my patty hat on. This is really the only green thing I own in my normal wardrobe. Otherwise, I'd have to wear my Red Fair shirt and my kilt. And so what am I making today? Well, honestly, I looked. There isn't really any St. Patrick's Day specific cocktails. I could have made something that was green, but I already did that. I made a Midori Sour. I could make, I could have went to McDonald's, got a Shamrock Shake, and poured some whiskey in it. That's not much of a cocktail. But today I decided I'm going to make two drinks which are unapologetically Irish, starting with the first one. The first one is called the Irish Car Bomb. Yeah, it's also known as the Irish Slammer, the Belfast Bomb, the Irish Bomb. People are trying to get away from calling it the Irish Car Bomb for reasons which should be painfully fucking obvious. But yeah, the Irish Car Bomb, which isn't really much of a cocktail. It's just taking a half full glass of Guinness and dropping a shot of whiskey in it. I don't really know why that's considered a cocktail, but it's actually a long line of cocktails known as bombs, or what I think is a cooler name, a depth charge, which involves taking a glass half full of a beverage and then taking a shot glass full of spirit, hovering over and dropping it in the glass, like a depth charge. There's Jaeger bombs, which I've had before, which are fucking disgusting. It's Red Bull and Jägermeister. There's a sake bomb, which is actually interesting because the one I've had, it's you take a glass that has beer in it, usually Japanese beer like Asahi or Sapporo, and you balance a shot glass above it by making a bridge out of chopsticks, and the shot glass is full of sake, so it's kind of precariously hanging above, and what you're supposed to do, you slam the counter, and that causes vibrations to make the sake drop into the beer. And it's not good. It's not great. It tastes like shit, but, some cocktails are not meant to taste good. You just want to get shit-faced. So what are the ingredients for this Irish Car Bomb? Well, we need beer. And what's more Irish than Guinness? And we also need some Irish cream. So we have some Baileys. And the last ingredient we need is whiskey. Now, normally you would use Jameson, the quintessential Irish whiskey. Unfortunately, the only Jameson I have in the house is this Jameson Orange, which is more a cordial or liqueur than a whiskey, because it is Irish whiskey mixed with orange flavors. And it's actually quite good. It's actually a really good sipping drink, but it's more akin to sipping on Cointreau or Triple Sec than whiskey. It's a lower ABV, and it just wouldn't work for this drink. And it comes in a lovely shade of orange. I'm going to sniff it. Yeah, it's ow. it smells like triple sec. So instead, I decided to get some Bushnells. This is another great Irish whiskey. This is their prohibition. This is their prohibition recipe. Let's see, the Old Bushnells Distillery Irish whiskey. Let's see, whiskey's good proof in water. Tells you who's real, who isn't. Tommy Shelby, 92 proof, aged for a minimum of 3 years. So what do we got to do for this Irish car bomb? I'm going to hell. Well, first we're going to open up the Guinness. And with it I have, and we're going to open it by using what I call the bartender's helper. Or bartender's key, whatever the fuck people call it. It is a combination, it's a Swiss Army knife for bartenders. It comes with a bottle opener, a mini paring knife, and a corkscrew. I use it more for the bottle opener than anything because I have a really good corkscrew. But anyway, we got our chilled Guinness. We're going to open it up. Oh, yeah. There we go. We're going to pour it halfway. You pour it along the side so that you get a good head. Like that. There you go. It's nice and foamy. It's got a decent head. Well, it's got a tiny head, but I don't want it to foam all over. And then you take your shot glass, fill it almost to the top. I fucking love Baileys. With Baileys. And then, on top of that, you layer good Irish whiskey. Oh, it's good. Okay. And then, bottoms up. No one said it was a clean drink. And look at that disgusting looking shit. Then you chug it. Oh. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually really good. But that's the idea. Clean up this mess before I get... before my mom kills me. But that's the idea. It's not a terrible tasting beverage. It's more or less the spectacle of it. You know, you're dropping a shot glass of shit into a beer and then chugging it down. It's a bro beverage. You know what I mean? It's a fucking frat boy it's a fucking frat boy cocktail. You know, they all do it at the same time and they chug it and see if you can get drunk. You know, but that's not it. That's not the only thing we're making here. Because we still have some Guinness left, about half a bottle. So what do you do with half a bottle of Guinness? Well, you make our next drink on the lineup, which is known as a black and tan. Now, for reasons that also should be painfully obvious, this drink has been renamed in Ireland to a half and half. But it's called a black and tan because essentially what you're doing is you're layering the drink with half ale and half stout. Usually it's Bass Ale and Guinness Stout. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any Bass Ale. So I had to search for the next best thing, which is American Amber Ale from Bell's Brewery in Campstock, Michigan. There's a certain finesse to doing the black and tan. And you need a certain tool for it. And for the drink vessel, I have this what do you call it? Pilsner glass, just a beer. It's a beer glass, you know. It's a quintessential beer glass. You see this in every fucking brewery, courtesy of the Michigan Renaissance Festival from King's Happy Hour. So I got my bartender's helper right here, but I'm not going to need it because I'm going to use a special tool. This is the Loggerhead Black and Tan Layering Tool. It is a black and tan spoon. It is specifically designed to fit over the cup like that, like so. And then you layer the drink. It disperses the drink so that it floats on top without disturbing the bottom layer. And they also come like this. So it fits on the rim of the glass like so. And you just pour it over the back of the spoon. But fuck that, this looks cooler. So we're going to open up our amber ale using the loggerhead. We're going to pour half of it in here. A little over half, but that's okay. And then we're going to layer the rest of it using our black and tan tool. There we have the black and tan. And as you can see, there is a clear layer of separation between the bottom half with the lager and the top half with the stout. And that's a black and tan. And I've never had a black and tan before. I've had car bombs, but I've never had a black and tan. So let's see. Let's see. Again, it's kind of pushing it, calling this a cocktail, don't you think? But anyway. Just tastes like beer. Like, what am I supposed to say? It just tastes like fucking beer, you know? But, if you like beer, you'll like the fucking black and tan. You know? But, anyway, that's about all I got. That's about all I got. Like I said before, I could make a green drink, but I already did that with the Midori Sour, and there's really no other, like, neon green drinks, unless I wanted to take this and put fucking green food coloring in it and call it another cocktail, but that would be cheating. So, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody. I hope you stay safe. I hope you stay relatively sober so that you don't do stupid shit. And I hope to see you in the next episode. So until next time, Big Al, over and out.